What's up, folks? It's Fuzz here, and today we're going to be doing something very different on the channel. It is going to be a CSGO inventory building video, but this time we used AI to help us build what AI deems to be the best CSGO inventory possible. Obviously, normally you get my personal preference, but this time I went through AI, and purely what it's found as the #1 for each weapon skin is what we're running with. So if you do enjoy this and want to see it sort of taken into different budgets or theme approaches, please let me know. Hit the subscribe button if you're around here, and let's dive right into it. I'm going to kick things off with the gloves. I searched for the best gloves, and it spat out the Specialist Gloves Fade. I mean, to be fair, they are one of the most popular gloves, and it sets up this sort of interesting thing as we go through. Are we going to see just all the most expensive skins, or is it going to be pulling like some subjective sort of answers based on not just price? And if you want to see what sort of search parameters I was putting in, I'll put it over the screen now. You can see I was basically putting in saying like, please can you tell me the best Glock skin in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and we went from there. Now, as always, we're going to start off with the pistol. So for the Glock, you may have seen it on the screen, it spat out that the Fade was the best Glock that you can pick up in CSGO, and fair, it does fit with the gloves. Over on the USP, it has to give us the Kill Confirmed, which is definitely a good selection. Maybe it doesn't crack my top 5 USPs, but it's a very good one. P250, it did give us an Asimov, but this Asimov was only available in minimal wear, and the AI was trying to tell me I could get it in factory new, so just to take that into account, it's not perfect when spitting out skins. For the Deagle, it pains me that it picked the Blaze, but AI thinks the Blaze is the best Deagle in CSGO, so there you go. It did seem like things were getting back on track with the 5.7. It gave us a monkey business. It's not a budget skin, but it's not a very expensive skin. Really nice middle ground with a cool design. And then we went back to the expensive skins as it wanted me to pick up a Tech 9 Nuclear Threat as the best Tech 9 skin, and all the prices will be popping up just below my webcam. I do like the dual Brett as I opted for. I opted for some factory new Panthers, which is a budget-friendly skin that does look really clean in game. And now we have the SMGs. For the MP9, it tried to tell me to buy a Wildfire, which doesn't exist. Maybe I got it confused with the Wild Rose, but had to scratch that one off because it just didn't exist. And the second option was going to be the Rose Iron, which is a skin I'm actually a big fan of. For the MP7, so staying on the CT side, we opted for the Nemesis. Or sorry, I say we opted for the Nemesis. AI opted for the Nemesis. And then because we're going full AI build, I wanted to actually get an MP5 option as well, which was the Lab Rats, which has absolutely no price for the normal version and only souvenir, which seems crazy to me. The AI did score some points because it gave me a Neon Rider as the Mac 10, which is my own personal Mac 10, and it's probably a top 3 Mac 10 in my opinion. For the UMP, though, we do get the Blaze once again. I still think this is an incredibly mediocre skin. I don't understand why the Desert Eagle Blaze is so expensive, but hey, it is what it is. And then for the PP Bison, it gave us the Judgment Anubis, which I'm super happy with because I think this is just flat out the best PP Bison skin you can pick up. And I realized I didn't include a P90 option here. So I just went and checked, and it gave me the P90 Asimov in factory new as the best P90 skin, which to be fair is not a bad option. But that's the pistols covered, that's the SMGs covered. Let's look at what we're all here for now, which is going to be the rifles and the op. Now, it might be a surprise, I say unfortunately, and unfortunately, it gave me the Fire Serpent as the best AK-47 skin. For me, the Fire Serpent is possibly one of the most overrated weapon skins in CSGO. Obviously, if I was offered one, I would take it because it's worth a ton of money, and then I would just sell it and pick up something better. There's honestly skins out there for less than $50 that look better than this Fire Serpent. And then we sort of hit a theme. You can see here, it's now picking out for the main rifles some of the crazy expensive options. We've had a Fire Serpent, we've had a Hoyle. This gave me a little bit of worry for going into the A1S and the AWP because I was just expecting like a Welcome to the Jungle and then like crazy expensive ops. Thankfully, it toned things down a little bit for the A1S. It's gone for a Hyper Beast, which instead of costing you thousands, costs about $100 to pick up. So a much more reasonable price, and it is an amazing A1S skin. But it decided to go right back to the crazy overpriced options and spat out a Dragon Lore as the best op. Obviously, this is using online resources, I guess, and it's however it pulls information. So it's going to be based on a lot of different articles, mixed opinions, stuff like that. So honestly, giving me the Dragon Lore as the best op because it's the most expensive, the most iconic, it kind of makes sense. For the Scout, it did give us the Blood in the Water though, which is just, I mean, it's got a cool shark on it, but it's a horrible skin. But thankfully, with the FAMAS, we find ourselves back to somewhat affordable skins that actually look really good as well. We've got a Mecha Industries. I'm a big fan of this selection. And then I actually went for a chatterbox for the Gale, which isn't my personal favourite when it comes to the Gale, but I know a lot of people love this, so I'd say it was a pretty good selection. For the AUG, I just knew it was going to pick the stupidly expensive option, which is the Akihabara, except this is like $4 grand. It's anime. I don't have much more else to say about this one. And then we complete our rifles with the SG Cyrex. So we go from spending stupid money on the AUG to spending a reasonable amount on the SG. A super reasonable amount, actually, in comparison. And then that rounds off the rifles, and we have to now look at the heavy options. So for the Mag 7, it gave us the Fire Starter, which seems crazy considering the Justice and the Monster Claw exist, but hey-ho. At least with the XM, though, it hit the nail on the head. It picked the Citizens. This is one of my favourite XMs in the game, and obviously it's a pattern-based skin, so you can manage to get slightly different colour themes, which is super cool. We went all out and included a Nova and a Sawed Off in this, so for the Nova, it went for the Hyper Beast, which obviously is just, like, flat out, I think, the best Nova that exists. And we scored multiple points in the shotguns near the end, actually. The Kraken's a super nice option for the Sawed Off. I'm really a big fan of it. And that leaves us just one more question. What knife does AI think is the best knife in CSGO? And it surprised me, because one, I expected it to be a butterfly, and I was expecting it to be a Doppler of some sort, but no, it said the Karambit Lower was the best knife in CSGO, which, to be honest, I'm a fan of. I wouldn't say it's definitively the best knife, but it's definitely one of the best knives. In a lot of situations for the lower knives, you don't get the pattern that much on it. Like the Huntsman's only got a tiny little bit. The lower gets it the whole way up. It's golden. It looks insanely good. And that is the inventory built by AI for what it thinks is the best CSGO inventory you can get right now. The one sort of asterisk I'm going to have to put here is that it has a quote at the end. It says, its last knowledge update in September 2021. So it is actually a year and a half outdated, which means it doesn't have the Anubis collection, it doesn't have the Revolution case, and it might possibly not have the Recoil case, which obviously has some great options, especially for the AK with like the Ice Cold and stuff like that. So it's not a fully updated version, but it is super cool that we were able to build a full inventory with AI. Like I said at the start, if you want to see us do maybe themed or budget inventories with AI to see what it provides, I'd be super down to do that. But I said that, guys, let me know which AI selected skin was your favorite from all of these. For me, I'm probably going to just cheap out and say the Crown Below because it looks absolutely insane. But yeah, guys, let me know. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you're around here. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.